From the comic book pages to the silver screen, Superman's suit is more than just a costume. It's a symbol of hope, a beacon of justice, and let's be honest, a masterclass in superhero fashion. But not all suits are created equal. Some have soared to iconic status, while others, well, they probably should have stayed in the Fortress of Solitude's closet. Today, we diving deep into the history of the Man of Steel's wardrobe and ranking every major live-action Superman suit from worst to best. Get ready. This is going to be epic. All right, let's start at the bottom of our list. Coming in last place is the suit from the unaired 1961 pilot, The Adventures of Superboy. The material looks like a pair of cheap pajamas, and the S-shield is just sad. It's flimsy, awkwardly shaped, and looks like it was drawn on with a marker. The belt is a clunky black piece of leather that just doesn't work. We get it, it was a low-budget pilot, but this suit did the character no favors. It's a relic best left in the past. Slightly better, but still in the lower ranks, is Dean Cain's suit from Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman. Now, I love this show, but the suit itself is a product of its time, the 90s. The S-shield is a bit too small and cartoony, and the colors are almost too bright, especially that shiny, almost maroon-colored cape. The material of the suit itself had a noticeable sheen that often looked more like spandex than a supersuit. It served its purpose for a more romantic, lighthearted take on the character, but it doesn't quite hold up against the others. Next up, we have Kirk Alyn, the very first actor to play Superman on screen in the 1948 serials. We have to give him credit for being the pioneer. The suit was a direct translation from the comics of the time, but the execution was basic. It was a one-piece wool garment that looked more like long johns. The S-shield was a felt patch sewn on, and the trunks were pulled up so high they practically reached his chest. It's historically significant, absolutely, but as a design, it's pretty dated and goofy by today's standards. Moving up the ladder, we get to George Reeves from Adventures of Superman in the 1950s. This suit is a classic. For many, Reeves was Superman. The suit was a huge improvement over Alyn's. The gray and brown tones used for black and white filming were clever, and when it finally appeared in color, the muted blue and red felt more serious. The S-shield was bigger and better defined. The suit also featured built-in padding to give Reeves a more muscular physique, establishing the heroic silhouette we know and love. It's an iconic look that defined the hero for a generation. Now, let's talk about the Superman Return suit, worn by Brandon Routh. This one is controversial. Director Bryan Singer wanted it to be a direct sequel to the Christopher Reeve films, and the suit reflects that. It's a modern take on a classic, but with some strange choices. The S-shield is smaller and made of a raised plastic-like material. The trunks are incredibly low-cut, and the color palette is much darker, with a deep crimson and a dark navy blue. The texture of the suit is also new, with a tiny S-shield pattern repeating all over it. Some people love it for its moody aesthetic, others find it a bit off. For us, it's a respectable effort that just misses the mark of greatness. Entering our top tier, we have Tyler Hoechlin as original suit from the Arrowverse shows like Supergirl and The Flash. This suit had a very unique look. The cape attachment was a standout feature, using clasp on the shoulders instead of being tucked into the collar. It gave it a more regal, almost militaristic feel. The colors were rich, the S-shield was bold, and the textured fabric looked great on screen. The red belt was also a nice modern touch. It was a strong design that immediately established him as a serious, capable Superman. But then, Hoechlin got an upgrade for his own show, Superman and Lois, and wow, what an upgrade it is. This suit is a near-perfect blend of classic and modern. They ditched the cape clasp for a more traditional look. The muscle padding is much more subtle and natural. The colors are slightly more vibrant. And the S-shield has that perfect classic shape. It looks powerful, heroic, and comfortable. It screams Superman. It's a testament to how small tweaks can elevate a good design to a great one. This is a suit that feels both timeless and perfectly suited for a modern audience. Now we're getting to the heavy hitters. In third place, Henry Cavill's suit from Man of Steel. This was a game changer. It famously got rid of the red trunks. A bold move that divided fans, but ultimately worked for the film's grounded modern tone. The suit is a work of art. The chainmail-like texture gives it an alien, otherworldly feel. The colors are muted, reflecting the more serious tone of the DC Extended Universe. The S-Shield is large and beautifully redesigned, incorporating Kryptonian aesthetics. This suit doesn't look like it was made on Earth. It looks like it came from another planet. And that's exactly the point. It's powerful, imposing, and truly super. But there can only be one number 2. And for us, it's Tom Welling from the finale of Smallville. Now, hold on. I know what you're thinking. We barely saw it, but that's part of its magic. For 10 years, we waited to see Clark Kent finally embrace his destiny. When he rips open his shirt in that final shot to reveal the S-Shield, it's a moment of pure cinematic payoff. The suit itself is the Superman Returns costume, but in the context of Smallville, it takes on a whole new meaning. It represents the culmination of a decade-long journey. The lighting, the music, the moment it all comes together to make this reveal one of the most goosebump-inducing moments in superhero television history. The suit becomes a symbol of a promise fulfilled, and that brings us to number 1. The undisputed champion, the gold standard, the suit that made the world believe a man could fly. Christopher Reeve's costume from the 1978 Superman movie. This suit is perfection. It's not just a costume, it is Superman. The vibrant, optimistic colors, that perfect sky blue and heroic red. The flawless S-Shield, big and bold right on his chest. The yellow shield on the back of the flowing cape. It was taken directly from the comic books and brought to life with such care and quality that it looked completely real. It wasn't textured or armored. It was simple, elegant, and powerful. More than any other, this suit embodies the hope, optimism, and pure goodness of Superman. It's the benchmark against which all others are measured. And for our money, it remains undefeated. So there you have it, our definitive ranking of every live-action Superman suit. Of course, this is all subjective, so we want to hear from you. What's your favorite Superman suit? Did we get it right? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite pop culture icons.